Test, test, test. Yes, we're good to go.
Welcome inside the Iroquois Lacrosse Arena here on the Six Nations of the Grand River. This is Six Nations Lacrosse as we gear toward the end of the regular season between the Six Nations Chiefs and the Brampton Excelsiors. The two of them are on opposite ends of the standings. The Six Nations Chiefs 13-2, the Brampton Excelsiors 1-12, and they will miss the playoffs this year. They're just playing out the string of these games. With the Six Nations Chiefs, still a lot on the line here as we will send it down to Floorside for the Six Nations Smoke Dancers, and then we'll get right into the storylines because there's quite a few to talk about since the last time we were here at Six Nations. Excellent job, as always, by the Six Nations Smoke Dancers and the Six Nations Chiefs. Well, the streak has been broken on a couple of fronts. One, you lose in Peterborough last week. You also give up double-digit goals for the first time in the regular season in over 2 years. Darryl, for the Six Nations Chiefs, what we saw when we came into the building here today, we saw the defense have a meeting on the floor for an extended period of time.
Yes.
I think right now, I don't want to say the pressure's getting to them with just one loss, but you can really tell just basically how it was laid out with the defense really going over some things that this is the time to crack down. You can't let the dam break at this time of the year. You've come too far to let it break now.
This is when you make adjustments, Mark, and that's what the Chiefs were doing over the weekend. Dewey Jacobs, Rich Kilgore, and John Tavares almost consecutively. I got texts saying, hey, is there game footage? So we got the game footage. The coaches wanted to look at it, players wanted to look at it. After Thursday night's loss to Peterborough, there wasn't, the mood wasn't down, that's for sure, because there was lots to look up to. Again, you're spotting your opponent's a 7-1 lead. Odds are you're not going to win that game. It was just not their night. But the big thing on that one, it was about defense and shoring up that defense. And just like you said, Rich Kilgore had texted everybody in the group chat early this week and said, defense, get here at 6 o'clock. We want to go over some things. And that's just a natural thing to do, especially this time of year. Like you said, you have the first time in 2 years they gave up double digits. And you don't want that. And they shored up some things, I think, just by going over. And we'll see what happens tonight.
Well, Six Nations will pick up the ball early on here. One thing to note in that Peterborough game, they were monsters on the face-off dot. I think they were about 80%. Shot there, scores very early on. It's Ian McKay getting the Chiefs on the board early, just 25 seconds in.
Well, and Mickey with a great shot here as we'll look at the replay. Just nice back and forth action. You're just wanting to get that first shot on net. And again, it's all about creating space, Mick, with the really nice quick stick on that. And the Six Nations Chiefs off to the start that they were kind of looking for, getting back into the swing of things here.
Well, one thing to note with this Chiefs team, they have a couple of subtractions tonight. No Lyle Thompson, still without the services of their captain, Cody Jamieson. But again, still a lot of firepower to work with here tonight. You noticed something interesting about the Brampton Excelsiors. Despite the fact that they're coming in with a 1-12 record, they don't make things easy for teams.
This is the best one-for-team I've seen in a long time, Mark. 8 one-goal games that they've lost. So, you know what? The Brampton Excelsiors, yes, they're in last place, and we've talked about it all season long. There are no nights off in MSL, and the Brampton Excelsiors showing that with 8 one-goal losses and being in the thick of things for a number of games. Not just the one-goal games, but there's a couple of 2 and a couple 3-goal games.
Well, right now it's a matter of the Chiefs making a statement here, as that one's just going to miss Jackson. It's going to cross the center line, and Brampton will get the ball back here. You mentioned that loss to Peterborough. They come back. They get a victory against Coburg, and now is the first of 3 games to finish off the season. You still play Brooklyn and Oakville to wrap up the year. You still can't clinch first place tonight because of the tiebreaker, but you lose both games in Peterborough this season. Peterborough's got the tiebreaker, so you want to make sure you pick up at least 3 points, because that's what you need to actually clinch first place and a guaranteed matchup with the 4th place finisher.
That was a big loss, that's for sure. Let's call it what it is. That's a big. It was a big 2 points, a big 4 points. Those 2 games in Peterborough.
And I think the main thing to that too is that not only do you want home floor advantage going through the playoffs, potentially in an MSL final matchup with Peterborough, if it does get there and those 2 teams match up, you want to make sure you're the one with home floor advantage, especially with the fact that Peterborough has been able to collect 2 wins over these Chiefs on their home floor. Here's Nugo Thompson, leaves it there for Shane Jackson, trying to get through. Good smothering defense there from Brampton. Smith, back over. Ryan Smith with a shot. Good to see Ryan back in the lineup. Got back into the lineup against Coburg. And what did he do?
Hat trick.
Another hat trick. 7th of the season.
The hat trick machine at it again.
Do you know where the hat trick was invented?
No.
It's actually in Guelph.
No way.
There's a shot. That one just missed. Well, it was more of a hockey thing, but Guelph is where it got started. More on that later. Over. Shot. Scores. Randy Stotts finishes a rush with Justin Martin, and it's 2-0, 3 minutes in.
We'll look at the replay again. And this is one thing that the Chiefs didn't do a lot of in that game on Thursday night. Get into transition, get the defense on their heels. Peterborough did a really good job at doing that to the Chiefs, and this is just a great example of the Chiefs running and the Chiefs rolling when they're running.
For Randy, that'll be goal number 8 on the campaign to give the Chiefs the 2-0 lead. By the way, the goal from Ian McKay, his 10th. Six Nations now with 6 players with 10 goals or more. There's a shot. That one stopped by starting goaltender Connor O'Toole for the Brampton Excelsiors. Getting the call for the Six Nations Chiefs, of course, is Dougie Jamieson. Up the floor, Josh Medeiros. He's just going to get off. Bowie Horseman. How about that for a name? Far side. Janke got it over. 5 on the shot clock. Tyson trying to move in. That one's blocked, and Six Nations will recover. Smith on here with Ryan Smith. Dane and Ryan working together. Jackson looking for a lane, gets it to the far side. Dane cutting through, trying to get away from the defense. He'll just pass it over. 3 on the shot clock. Inside, bouncer, and that one stopped by O'Toole. Sharp angle chance there from Ryan Smith.
It's a great save by O'Toole. Just holding the post, holding his ground.
So Brampton moving forward here. To the near side, scooped up there by Tyson Bell, and he'll just outlet it up here for Latrell Harris. He gallops away. Latrell looking, gets it over, trying to find Justin Martin, but he's unable to scoop it up. A few players get knocked down near center. Martin going after it, but it's going to be scooped up here by Connor O'Toole. Ryan Smith, 33 goals on the season. In fact, that is tied for second when it comes to goal scoring in Senior A lacrosse in the country. Hayden Dixon of the New West Salmon Bellies out in the WLA has 35.
Don't forget Jackson Webster.
Don't forget Jackson Webster.
Don't forget him. Definite MVP candidate here in MSL.
65 points in 13 games. In fact, that's also second in Senior A lacrosse in the country. As we'll get a whistle. By the way, Mitch Jones of New West has 69 points. He leads the country in points at this level of lacrosse. Well, there's going to be a penalty call here. The Chiefs will get the power play.
Got some listener or watchers, viewers, listeners.
We can call it radio style if we wanted to.
Got our friends from Tennessee tuning in. Thanks again for tuning in.
Chiefs starting on the power play here. And they will move the ball around. So holding the stick call. Up to the top, backhand pass. There's a shot, scores. And it's Ryan Smith. Who else? Number 34 on the season. Make it 3-0.
This is just great ball movement. And again, trying to pick your poison here. Who's going to come up with it? And of course, the trigger man on this one, Mr. Ryan Smith, after some great passing around the horn.
So Ryan Smith tallies. Chiefs making a statement. By the way, still undefeated at home this year. Their only 2 losses of the season came at the PMC.
Great atmosphere on Thursday. It was a lot of fun.
Over 3,000, I believe.
Yep, another great crowd, and the PMC faithful were pretty happy with the result, obviously.
Still got to get you up into the top floor in the media room up there. I'm telling you, the popcorn.
We don't get popcorn in the summer.
It's top notch, my friend. We'll have to get you out during the wintertime.
I have my own room at least, but by myself up there. But
are you using the visiting radio booth up there?
Far right, yeah.
Okay, you might be using the booth that I usually use.
Sweet.
Yeah, it is kind of cozy in there.
Yeah, it is. It's nice.
That was kicked ahead. And a hack there, and it'll be Brampton ball. Might need an extension cable or 2 in there, but
that's all right.
Still does the trick. There's a shot right in, and the whistle's going to go, and it's going to be a cross-checking penalty coming here. And I think it's going to be against the Chiefs. Yes, it is. It'll be Blake Gibson McDonald sitting for 2 or less.
And Blake playing most of the season, or most of his season, for the Six Nations Rivermen, the senior B team.
Now we're getting close to championship.
Yep, this is the last week for senior B. Rivermen are on the road to finish their season up, the regular season.
That was deflected. Yeah, the juniors are getting closer to the playoffs. Some of them are in the midst of playoffs.
They're all in. The Arrows and Peterborough have already begun. That game number 2, I believe, is actually on right now on JVI. If you want, you can split screen. You can watch us on YouTube. You could watch my good buddy Gary Morrison and JVI with the Arrows and Junior Lakers on another screen.
Call it Diamond Vision. There's a shot, sharp angle from Byrne. It just missed the top corner on the near side. Ryan Smith with possession now. He's in behind the goal. Just looking to kill off some time here. Short-handed, can't get the shot away as he fell backwards. That could have been a dangerous play. Well, Brampton will get the ball back. 54 seconds left on the power play. Chiefs with 3 goals. To start off this one, McKay, Stotts, and Smith. I should say it is Ryan Smith that got the goal.
And I think that's what the Chiefs need to do going forward. We talked a lot about the defense, of the shoring up of the defense, but one thing the Chiefs really need to shore up on is the quicker start to a game. They've been almost at a snail's pace. That first period, very pedestrian.
The last few home games, it's felt very low scoring in the first period.
Yeah, almost a feeling out. And you really need to put the hammer down early, especially as we go forward and beyond towards the playoffs. You know what I mean?
And you even go back into that game. Their last game against Coburg. That one, very back and forth affair before the Chiefs scored 7 of 8 late in the second period, going into the third.
It's a great save by Dougie Jameson.
Yes, indeed.
But yeah, you need to do that. You need to get those quick starts, and it's all. We talk about it a lot during our broadcast. It's all about momentum shifts, and you want to grab that momentum right away. You know what I mean?
There's a shot. That one stopped, and it'll be Brampton ball as Ryan Smith got another opportunity there.
The Oak City Owls tuning in from Raleigh, North Carolina.
Gotta love it.
Amherst, New York, thanks for tuning in. Of course, our Bandit fans have discovered the Chiefs in the summer.
Hey, if you can't tune in to Buffalo Bandits lacrosse during the NLL, and it's not the NLL season, this is the next best thing. Your two top stars, 3 top stars as well. You factor in Steve Priolo.
The captain?
The captain. I mean, to have the 3 of them still together, there's a backhand shot there from Randy Stotts. It'll be stopped. Why not tune in here?
Love watching Randy Stotts' imagination.
Well, his imagination will run wild. We got the World Championships coming up soon. Saw the advertisement even for next month for the World U20s taking place in China.
Really good question.
I believe it's in Taiwan.
Really good question last Tuesday about what we thought about, or what you thought about the timing of that tournament. Of course, it's going on the same time as the Founders and the Minto.
It's interesting.
It's a strange dynamic, that's for sure.
Reset of the shot clock here. Chiefs moving the ball around. Sundown into the corner. Jackson twisting around. Inside shot stopped by O'Toole.
It's just
good pick play, and that set up Larson Sundown going down the hole. He just couldn't beat him.
That's just textbook 2-man lacrosse right there. That was just beautiful, getting outside and in and back in.
Janke to the far side. Coltrane Tyson, number 43, on the floor. Janke moving it around again. Tyson Bell all over him, slashes the stick out of his hand. Loose ball on the far side. And just good defense there from the Chiefs to just let that shot clock wear out. And the whistles are going to go. And there's going to be a roughing call coming here against Brampton. So another power, or is it going to be Six Nations? I think it's going to be Tyson Bell for that extra slash.
Yep.
Just a little bit too aggressive on that play, according to the officials, as he was really on Janke trying to drive the net.
Got Jay tuning in from the beaches of Delaware. Thanks for tuning in. All over the world, my friend. All over the world.
That's what
watching Chiefs lacrosse.
That's what they call us. Chiefs worldwide. Wherever you are, thank you for tuning in here tonight. Glad to have you with us. Near side for Finley Thompson. Got it over. There's a shot kicked away by Dougie. And quickly up the floor go the Chiefs. Trying to get that one on the backhand was Martin. He almost had that one without looking. Dane Smith now in. Smith inside. Shot stopped by O'Toole as he takes it away from Brad Cree.
Real patient save by O'Toole on that one.
Well, and he recognized Cree right in front of the net. At some point, Dane was going to find him, but he stayed square to him the whole time. Brampton looking to rebound. They're down by 3. There's a shot kicked away. Ball is going to be kicked down right back into Brampton territory, and they'll scoop the ball back up, and they'll have a fresh 30 to work with. Tyson picks it up. Thompson with a shot, stopped by Dougie. And it's another one and done as the Chiefs are able to move it up the floor. Here's Ty Logan. Another player that's been in and out of the Chiefs lineup this season. Glad to see him back.
It's all about depth. You know what I'm saying, Mark?
There's a shot, and it is saved by O'Toole. He has it underneath him.
Nice instinct on the part of O'Toole on that one. Not sure where to go. You kind of feel it, and you drop back. It's almost stop, drop, and roll, but you don't do the roll. You just drop and drop, drop.
You don't want to move too much, or else you're knocking that ball into the net.
No, that's just a great play by O'Toole.
Back over. There's a shot, shouldered away. Rebound picked up here by Brampton. Triolo.
Penalties over.
Yes,
full
indeed.
Strength.
Far side, holding on to it. 15 on the shot clock. Got it over. Thompson looking around. Gets in. Shot, scores. He goes 5-hole on Dougie. And Finley Thompson has put Brampton on the board.
That's a great individual effort by Finley Thompson. Just look at the replay here. He really had to kind of do a little shake and bake to create some space for himself, but he created that space away from Martin to get that one extra step ahead. And just like that, the Brampton Excelsiors are within 2 here with 6 and some change to go here in the first period.
15th goal of the season. He leads Brampton in goal scoring and also his 30th point of the year. First Excelsior to reach the 30-point plateau on the year. Really just goes to show you the differential. I mean, your top point getter just reaching 30 points, and Six Nations' top goal scorer is already above the 30 mark.
It's the one thing I was noticing doing the rosters for our programs up front this morning. I noticed that, and I was like, holy smokes.
Dane moving in, takes the shot, stopped, was nudged as he was taking that shot, but O'Toole scoops it up. Up the floor they go. Jacob Janke got it to the far side. It's Colin Matthews. Gets it in for Horseman. Now trying to move around as Triolo takes the shot, stopped. Rebound is a loose ball, picked up here by Cree.
Also, we've got Guelph, your stomping grounds tuning in. My sister, actually. Sister and her family.
Home of the hat trick.
Yeah, my niece, Grace.
Maybe I'll tell that during the second intermission.
She's playing for
those
the
that aren't
Regals.
aware.
She's playing box and field this summer. She's a busy girl.
Yes, indeed. Well, those Guelph Regals down at the West End, at the Victoria Rec Center. Dane, backhand over, trying to find Ian McKay, and he nearly got him. Hail Mary pass. That one is picked right off.
That's a great pick. Josh Byrne playing two-way lacrosse. You know, everybody talks about his goal-scoring prowess. But, man, right there is two-way play right there.
Looked like Stephon Gilmore for the Patriots back in the day. There's a shot stopped, and O'Toole will hold on.
Another nice stop by O'Toole. He's got to put in the work tonight if the Excelsiors want a shot at this or to come close. He's got to be right on his toes and stand on his head tonight, and he's doing that so far.
Here's Finley Thompson, the goal scorer for Brampton. Twisting and moving it around. Tyson, there's a shot that goes wide. Rebound is a loose ball. Ty Logan going in there trying to force the ball loose, but no worries for him as the shot clock will expire on the Excelsiors. Larson Sundown. Sundown trying to juke around the defender. They just get the ball over. Randy, shot. That one just missed. Not by much, though. Stott's trying to pick the ball back up, and now here comes the Excelsiors, nearly missing the home run feed to Rory Graham. He's got to go get the ball in the corner.
Got someone tuning in from Australia on the Stacko break.
Well, love the Aussies.
Love it. Thanks for tuning in. Hope you're enjoying your Wednesday.
Well, it depends on what part of Australia they're in. What
Wednesday
time it would still be Wednesday, but I wonder what time it would be. That one's right in on goal. Rushing up the floor is Martin. He takes a stick. Got it over. Ryan Smith in shot, shoulder save. And a shoulder shimmy at that. Martin's just going to wait for everybody to change, and he'll change himself. Jackson taking a look. He'll just get it back to Dane Smith. Now Ryan Smith. Ryan over, looking for the 5-hole. He missed. And it's a loose ball, and they've been really aggressive on the forecheck, have these Chiefs.
They have to be. I think that was a part of the 6 o'clock meeting.
Well, and you see this youthfulness of the Excelsiors here tonight. They have really rushed up the floor in a hurry, and really quickening the pace, trying to force the Chiefs to play to their style of game, to their speed of the game. Colin Matthews now got it over. That one shot off a leg, and reset of the shot clock. The Chiefs will get the ball. This was Josh Byrne. Byrne shot, that one missed. Loose ball going in front of Brampton's bench, and it's going to be knocked over the center line. That was Graham, but it's recovered here. Bounce pass over. Larson Sundown takes the shot, stopped by O'Toole.
Got Akwesasne tuning in. Several from Akwesasne. Got Rocky Mountain Raptors tuning in from Colorado. Thanks for joining us.
Last minute of play here in this first period. It's a 3-1 scoreline. The Chiefs scored the first 3 goals. Brampton replied just a few moments later, kicked away.
That's a great save by Dougie.
Cree up the floor, trying to quicken the pace as they finish off the first period. McKay's got one of the goals, and he's got 2. Ian McKay from long range. It's good. Make it 4-1.
That was a laser beam. It's like Cyclops, a marble. Ian McKay, nothing fancy about that. Put a little sriracha on that one.
Called
and
that.
Heated that one up, threw it down.
Oh.
It's a good goal late in the period.
How about some buffalo sauce with a little bit of kick to it?
That's a good one. My go-to sriracha, I should be using with these Buffalo Bandits, should be using the chicken wing, the buffalo hot sauce.
And whistle's going to be called. We're under 30 seconds, so of course the timeout's going to be called. And the Chiefs have 2 goals from Ian McKay. Randy Stotts, Ryan Smith with a pair of goals. Dane Smith with 2 assists on the evening already. Shane Jackson also with 2 helpers. So this is kind of what you expected here early on with, a game like this, and, trying to come back home and, resetting a little bit after that loss. It's your big guns that are getting the job done.
Yeah, and it's been a long stretch. It's been a tough stretch of games for the Six Nations Chiefs. They've played a lot of games in the last 2.5 weeks. And you know what? This is a tribute to the depth of the team, trying to get guys in. You don't want to burn guys out. And again, trying to get Cody Jamieson rested up for the stretch drive. He had to play a couple of those games on concrete, especially when they did the Owen Sound game in Meaford and then had to go to Coburg the next day. He ended up playing both of those games. He's one of those guys that should not be playing on the concrete, but he was, because of the numbers and the captain, the consummate professional that he is, he was in the lineup for both games.
Well, here are the Chiefs with 20 seconds to go. Chiefs in their 5th game in the last 11 days. So yes, indeed, they have had a long stretch of games in such a short period of time. 10 seconds to go. Randy got it over for Dane. Dane over. That one's deflected, and it'll go in front of Brampton's bench, and that'll do it. So the Chiefs score 3, and they reply after Brampton's tally, and it is a 4-1 game through 20 minutes of play. Ian McKay with a pair of goals, and Randy Stotts, Ryan Smith getting the other markers for the Six Nations Chiefs. Finley Thompson from Bowie Horseman and Coltrane Tyson. That is the scoring line for Brampton's lone goal of the period. Let's send it to break. We'll come back in about 10 minutes' time for the second period. Stay with us. You are watching Six Nations Lacrosse here on the Darryl Smart Media Network. Welcome back here to the ILA. Second period about to get underway between the Six Nations Chiefs and the Brampton Excelsiors. Mark Pare alongside Darryl Smart here. And Darryl, safe to say that the Six Nations Chiefs, they made a statement by putting 3 goals on the board, including one very early on, just 25 seconds in. But I think the big statement is going to come as this final 40 rolls out, and just how much they've learned from that loss and the defense that they're capable of it. But I'm wondering what that defense will look like here in the final 40 minutes, especially against a Brampton team that, again, record notwithstanding, a team that has 8 one-goal games to their ledger this season, and a team that does not go away without a fight.
Plain and simple, Mark, you don't want to give them life. That's going to be the theme, I think, in the dressing room. I think that's what they're talking about. You don't want to give this young Brampton team something to cheer about or some momentum their way. You want to step on the foot, or you want to put the foot on the throat, and you want to just keep it there. You don't want to let go. And I think that's a habit going forward as they get towards the playoffs. That's going to be something. Get off to a good start, then put the pedal, you keep that foot on the throat, and then you put the pedal to the metal offensively.
You can't be complacent. That's going to be the main message here as we get set for the second period. Again, Ian McKay with a pair of goals in this one, leading the Six Nations attack. Here's Dane Smith. Smith moving around on the near side, looking for an outlet. Just passes it inside for Ryan. Got it over. Larson Sundown trying to turn around, but he had the ball knocked out of the stick. Good patience there. Shot, scores. Turnover, Ian McKay right to Ryan Smith. And Ryan Smith is money to make it 5-1.
That is just great hustle by Ian McKay on that one as he picks up the loose ball. Ball goes in, and that's something he was so far away from that ball, Mark. He could have given up on that one easily, but Ian McKay's hungry. He's like the hungry hippo, and gets that ball and shoots it out to Ryan Smith. And of course, the hat trick machine is only one more goal away from yet another hat trick this season.
He's got 7 of them. Another goal would give him 8 on the year.
It's insane.
Still waiting for the sock trick, though. But maybe I'm just asking for too much. He came close one game. He had a season-high 5 goals very early on in the season.
Pretty easy. I'm not a sports betting person, but if you're looking for bets on someone to score 3+ goals, he's your guy.
Brampton looking to respond. One hopper off the goaltender and into the screen and out of play. That was Finley Thompson. He of the lone marker for the Excelsiors in that first period.
He's had a great season for the Excelsiors.
Near side, this is Coltrane Tyson. Has an assist on that goal. There's a shot stopped by Dougie, and he'll just leave it there. Cree one-handing all the way down the floor. So he looks to get set up.
Such a strong dude.
Right on from Randy Stotts. Stopped by Connor O'Toole. Now here's Brampton going back the other way. Down by 4 here in the early goings of the second. Merritt got it down low for Tyson. Tyson took that shot. It was deflected. And Six Nations will pick up the ball. Here's Dane Smith.
And we're looking at the scoreboard here, Junior A playoffs. And of course, our good buddies at JVI covering it for the Ontario Junior Lacrosse League. Six Nations arrows up, 3-2 on the Peterborough Junior Lakers after one period.
That one's intercepted. Here comes Ty Logan. He's got Martin with him. Fresh off the bench, meantime, there's Jackson over for Dane. Dane shoots, scores! The great Dane finishes off the quick break, and it's 6-1.
When you're talking about transition and textbook transition, keep this replay, coaches, and just watch. Run. You've got 4 guys running different lanes, and that's what it's all about, spacing, and 4 guys running their lanes, and that follow-through hammers it home, and it's a 6-1 game here for the Six Nations Chiefs with 17:31 to go in the second.
Face-off controlled here by the Chiefs. Again, that's another aspect of this game that has really flipped from that Peterborough game. Just that controlling off the draw has been to their benefit here tonight.
And a credit to the Peterborough Lakers defense. They did a really nice job of keeping the Chiefs wide up until that third period comeback.
Grab there. Larson Sundown inside. Shot. Bouncer. That one lands in behind the goal. Looked like Stotts found a hole, but he just couldn't complete the play.
Of course, have your questions ready for us in the second period. We love to answer any questions. Doesn't matter if it's lacrosse. We love talking lacrosse. We love talking about everything else. So ask away in the chat.
Rushing up the floor, transition. Martin shot, scores! Martin sticks side, 7-1 Chiefs.
The Justin Martin fan club just underneath us here. Pretty pumped up about this one. And again, transition. Another transition goal. And the Chiefs are off running. And Skibbs has got it. Puts it home. And the Chiefs are up 7-1. This is a team built to run. I know with so many offensive weapons, it's very easy to sit back and get into offensive sets. But this team's built to run as well, and I think they need to take advantage of that. We talked about that, and I think that's the theme for this evening.
Glad to see that one. First goal of the season for Justin Martin.
Monkey off his back, that's for sure.
That one just missing Sundown. Scooped up here. Josh Medeiros rushing up the floor. He's got a man in transition. There's a shot kicked away. And it's a one and done as Kellen LeClaire will pick it up. Martin here for Dane Smith. For Byrne, back inside, trying to find Randy. Randy Stotts muscling his way through the defense, trying to get the ball, and now he and Callum Witter having a couple of words here.
A little bit of bumper cars along the wall there is Randy Stotts meeting up and having a conversation.
I don't think they're going to be sent off for it. I think they're just going to go to the bench with a warning.
I think so. And again, while we're talking about viewers, we also want to welcome our friends at Rogers TV for picking the game up. It's nice to still have that partnership. We're doing the heavy lifting for them as they're able to get the content out to Rogers TV, and I think Your TV Cogeco might be also carrying the game. So welcome to those viewers on cable as well.
Well, there you see it. Actually, they ended up getting offsetting minors. So one
That's
player
fair.
on the box each, and yeah, you're right. Absolutely fair. And I think they're just finalizing what the calls are here. I think it's just going to be 2 aside.
Trying to give the PA announcer a little bit of work to do there.
15:34 to go in this second period. It's going to be
Brampton
Chiefs.
ball?
No, it's going to be Chiefs ball.
Sorry. And immediately,
And it is actually going to be a power play here coming for the Six Nations Chiefs team. As the extra 2 is on the board, we'll have to see how they sorted this one out.
PA announcer Ron Mahood will have the call. The voice of the Brock University.
The Badgers.
He's got a great talk show as well in Niagara.
Folks in Niagara, all right.
Yeah.
Their baseball team I can do without, but that's another story for another day. Nah, they're great.
Oh, man.
They're great.
I knew you were going to say that as soon as you said Niagara, man.
They're basically the Chiefs of the Intercounty Baseball League, where they're just absolutely stacked.
Stacked team, great organization, do a lot of really great things. We're talking IBL, of course, Intercounty Baseball League.
And the Welland Jackfish in action tonight against the Guelph Royals at Hastings Stadium. If I wasn't here, I'd be calling that one.
You were watching it during the intermission.
I was. Liam Wilson with a home run, giving Guelph a 1-0 lead. Quick stick shot, scores! Shane Jackson on the power play.
That's just great ball movement by the Six Nations Chiefs. Again, nothing fancy, just moving the ball. Oh, man. Go side, 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 and then all of a sudden you go diagonal. And O'Toole didn't have a hope on that one. I got a little IBL talk. You got to call a no-hitter.
Yeah.
First no-hitter since
1977.
That's crazy.
In the Intercounty Baseball League. Jesse Orozco, of course, of New York Mets fame, actually played for the Galt Terriers in the Cambridge area when he threw that no-hitter. I believe it was actually the Cambridge Terriers he was playing for when it happened. 2 years before he made his Major League debut.
No way.
Of course, he had quite the storied career. Won a World Series championship with the Mets in the 80s.
Yep. Tells you a little bit about IBL.
There's a sharp angle chance there from McKay. Goes off the side of the goal, and Chiefs will recover the ball. Fresh 30 to work with. Dane Smith. Smith looking inside, tries to find Ryan. He does so. Ryan can't get the shot away. Now Sundown up top. Shot stopped by O'Toole on Dane Smith.
It's a nice stop by O'Toole.
Chiefs, though, have scored 5 straight goals, including 4 in this second period.
All about that momentum, my friend.
They've got all the momentum. Up by 7. Far side, found Thompson. There's a shot. That one off the goaltender, so a fresh shot clock to work with here for Brampton. Mike Triolo got it into the corner. Triolo trying to get the ricochet and get the pass back inside. Tried that two-man play, but he just couldn't handle it. Justin Martin up the floor. One of the 4 goal scorers in this period. He'll just peel off and leave it here for Dallin Burning. Good to see him in the lineup.
Yep.
Chiefs working with a lot of different players getting called up. There's a quick stick shot. That one was blocked. And rebounds picked up here by Brampton. My apologies. I believe it's Dalen Burning.
Yes, Dalen.
Matthews into the corner, trying to find Jacob Janke going toward the goal. That one's blocked in front. And here comes Tyson Bell. Bell up the floor, tried to find Sundown. He was trying to sneak it behind the defense. He's got it here now. Get your questions into the chat. We'll answer them during the second intermission. No commercials here on the Darryl Smart Broadcast Network.
We'd love to have them. You want a sponsor?
Inside shot, and there it is. Hat trick number 8 for Ryan Smith.
Should we just get get some After Effects and throw out the hats here as we look at the replay? And again, nothing fancy. And the one thing that I do like about Ryan Smith's game is you see him on the replay, he's not only going north-south, he's going east-west to create space for himself. He goes east-west, and then he goes north-south, dips down, and creates space for himself.
So the Chiefs open up a 9-1 lead here, halfway to go into the second period. The whistle's going to go, and there's going to be a slashing call coming here right in front of the bench, and it's going to be Six Nations that'll get dinged for it. So Ty Logan's going to take a seat.
Ty Logan with the hack on that one.
So Brampton will get the power play here. Again, down by 8. It all starts with 1. But in the end, will it really matter?
Well,
there's a shot, scores. That one matters. Make it 9-2.
This is exactly what the Brampton Excelsiors needed to do. It's not a matter that you want momentum, you know what I mean? We talk about it a lot on our broadcasts. And you don't want to give the other team momentum, or you're trying to prevent momentum from happening. So they get a power play goal. They get a power play, then a power play goal. You don't want that ball to turn. So this is an important shift. It doesn't matter if it's 9-2 or not.
So Coltrane Tyson getting the goal. He's got a goal and a helper in this one. Is that the goal that shifts the momentum the other way?
Confidence is a big thing.
There's a shot stopped by Dougie Jamieson. He makes another big save.
Clip that save. That's a beaut.
Thompson will leave it there. Again, Lyle Thompson not in the lineup here tonight for Six Nations. Randy Stotts got it over. Byrne for Ryan Smith. Smith looking, shot, kicked away. It's actually shouldered away there by O'Toole. Now quickly up the floor comes Medeiros. Josh Medeiros waits for his mates to get set up. Quick, there's a shot, and it stays off the line, as it was Rory Graham who came ever so close.
Got ourselves another track meet here.
Stay hydrated, folks. It's actually a bit humid here in the building tonight.
Oh my goodness, I know. I feel the air conditioning on the back.
I thought it was just me.
I feel it, but man, it's still hot in here.
Inside trying to find Burning. He takes the shot anyway. It's deflected as the shot clock expires.
I couldn't imagine playing in Brampton with no air conditioning right now.
Ooh.
At least they've got the carpet now, which is great. That will help things, especially on the floor for the players. But man, it'd be hot.
Finley Thompson got it over for Tyson. Backhand pass. Left it there for Matthews. Got it over. There's a shot kicked away. Rebound scooped up here by the Chiefs. Chiefs looked like they would have numbers there for a moment, but good back checking there from Brampton. Inside, bounce shot kicked aside as Ian McKay came ever so close.
That was beautiful.
Now transition shot, that one missed. Oh, did Mike Triolo come ever so close on that far side? Brampton with the ball, 7 on the shot clock. Near side, there's a shot kicked aside. And here come the Chiefs up the floor. Here's Latrell Harris. Leaves it here for Dane Smith. Six Nations looking to just settle the pace down a little bit. Off the bench is Byrne. Burning behind the goal, right over for Smith. Dane over, quick stick shot, stopped by O'Toole as he takes it away from Josh Byrne as the Bandits connection almost comes through. Hudson will go off to the bench and just leave it.
That goal's really settled things down for the Excelsiors. They seem a lot more confident right now.
Moving around is Tyson. Shot clock's going to expire. Good defense there from Kellen LeClaire, just keeping Tyson to the outside. He's probably been their best player.
And that's just great footwork by the Chiefs defense. If we look back at it, or if you rewind it back a little bit later, you can see they're in that athletic stance and taking, not committing too much, but forcing the Excelsiors wide.
Inside, trying to find Randy Stotts, going right down the middle, but unable to find him. Now Josh Medeiros waits for his mates to get onto the floor, gets set up. He'll go off for a change. Finley Thompson here for Ward. Ward back over. There's a shot by Tyson, saved by Dougie Jamieson. Just square the ball on that one was Dougie.
Yep. Just textbook lacrosse right there. Textbook goaltending by Dougie.
Smith. Dane trying to find Larson. Byrne over for Dane Smith. That'll bounce into the rafters, and it was touched by a Brampton player. They're going to say it was off of the goaltender, and the Chiefs will get the ball here.
Keep the questions coming. Got 7 minutes to go here before the intermission. Would love to hear from you. Love getting interactive with everyone.
Dane inside for Ryan. Ryan can't move through. Ryan Smith moves up top. There's a shot by Dane, stopped by O'Toole.
Really like the chemistry between Dane and Ryan Smith.
The two Smiths, no relation, I don't believe.
Nope.
It's a very common last name. Nugo Thompson in. Right over, quick stick shot, scores! Thompson puts the Chiefs into double figures. It's 10-2.
Love watching Nungo get on the board. He's a gamer, let me tell you. He's been hurt the last couple games with a finger injury, or an upper body injury. Nice to see him back. Nothing affected there. He's got great hands. Such an athletic guy.
For him, that is goal number 1 on the season. So another Chiefs player.
A couple of the defenders getting on the board. It's nice to see. And again, in transition, Mark. I think that's the big, again, that's been the theme so far. Just getting in motion, staying in your lanes, and getting ahead.
Well, it's the response the Chiefs needed.
Got some good questions so far.
All right.
Need a couple more, but got a couple good ones.
Well, we got enough. We might have to speed through a couple of them.
I'm excited to ask you the one.
You're excited to ask me the one.
Yeah, it's.
Why do I have a bad feeling about that?
No, I'm just joking.
Backhand pass. Shane Jackson takes the shot. That one's deflected wide. And it's a one and done. Here comes Brampton. Medeiros yet again on the near side.
Cripe, we can have our own podcast just the way that we do these intermissions.
I have enough podcasts these days.
I had one like 5-6 years ago, a local sports one. Went on the shelf after a while and never did it again, but proud to say one of the first local sports ones.
Now, you want a podcast to listen to. You know what one I'm thinking of.
Our good buddies, the Creators Game.
That's right.
Chris Vail, he had the call for us for the Rivermen games, and we'll continue to broadcast those home games come playoff time. Chris Vail will have the call.
Had a game with them here last season as well.
He did a great job. I don't think he's ever called a game. He's done color and whatnot, but he did a great job, and he's such an encyclopedia. And shout out to him, Dea, Jay, sorry, for the stuff that they do. I love listening to it.
Of course, Josh and Dane have themselves a podcast as well.
Yep.
Ryan Smith in for Randy Stotts, right into the crest. Fresh shot clock here for the Chiefs. Randy Stotts got it over. That one off the iron. Ripped off the iron by Josh Byrne. Callum Witter.
Delayed penalty on the play.
Yes, indeed.
So Toole had to sprint all the way down. That's a hefty sprint.
I can't imagine having a sprint
gosh.
with that much equipment in this heat.
Oh my gosh. And all the way down.
Brampton. Quick backhand pass, shot stopped, rebound, scores! On a delayed call, Brampton answers, and they make it 10-3.
Bit of a broken play, but you know what? That's what the Brampton Excelsiors need here. And again, all about momentum. Momentum shifts, and the Brampton Excelsiors need to. That's a nice pass. The Chiefs couldn't collect that rebound. That's where that was. That was a breakdown in defense where they couldn't collect that loose ball, and the rebound off the Dougie Jamieson save. And the Brampton Excelsiors took advantage of that. Back of the Bird, another good podcast. You're right, Andrew. Thanks.
So Eric Ward gets on the board with goal number 3 on the season. Here's Dane Smith. Dane gets it back. Got that slashed out of his hand as he tried to unload. Has it there again. Inside, over. Ryan Smith now. 4 on the shot clock. Got it over. Shot. That one just missed. And the shot clock will expire. Someone asking about Ryan Smith and his NLL team possibly coming up into the winter time.
Your guess is as good as mine. Any
yes, indeed.
NLL insiders watching tonight? Let us know.
And maybe there's a poll or a wager of which team he's going to sign with.
It would be interesting. Rochester needs to find a home, plain and simple.
Yeah.
Or find an owner, I should say.
Randy Stotts moving in, got it over. Gets it back. Randy cutting in. Backhand over. Shot stopped by O'Toole. Yeah, Halifax pretty busy early in the signing department. Colton Armstrong, Johnny Pearson, Drew Hutchinson, all signing 1-year agreements. Mike Robinson signing a 2-year. San Diego, how about them signing James Barkley to a 1-year deal?
It's getting to be that time of year.
Yes, indeed. Finley Thompson with a shot. That one off the iron. And Jamieson, Hail Mary pass, got it over. Edwards over, shot. What a save there from O'Toole.
And O'Toole, not a big guy, so he's got to make himself big. You know what I mean? A very athletic goaltender.
Ryan Smith, shot off the bottom of the elbow, and it stays out.
It isn't funny. It's not a funny bone.
No. Dean Smith now. There's a shot. Another save by O'Toole. Rebound's going to ricochet up, and here comes Josh Medeiros in transition, but he gets swallowed up, almost springing Mike Triolo. He just couldn't handle it. Triolo will just leave it there and put himself into position. Coltrane Tyson. Got it over. There's a shot, another save by Dougie. Rebound picked up here by Six Nations. And the ball's going to go right into the stick of Ryan Smith. He and Dane just there on the near side. Looks like both of them are going to go off after a long shift. Randy Stotts now. Stotts faked the backhand shot. Has it here again. Inside shot, scores!
That was pretty.
Dalen Burning gets on the scoring parade. Make it 11-3.
Players all really happy about Dalen bulging the twine here.
Save that ball, his first career goal in Senior A lacrosse.
That was a great play by him. He just sealed the defender and then rolled off. Got the ball, and a beautiful, beautiful goal by Dalen Burning.
Something he'll remember.
Pretty pumped. That's awesome.
So the Chiefs continue to open it up as they have prevented yet another run from starting here for Brampton. There's a shot, and it stays under O'Toole as Dalen Burning getting a round of applause from the ILA faithful for his first career Major Series Lacrosse goal.
That's a big moment.
Thompson on the far side. Got it over. Colin Matthews back for Finley Thompson. 10 on the clock here in the second period. Last chance here for the Chiefs. 5 seconds to go. A penalty's going to come here against Brampton. May have been ill-advised. In shot. That one just missed. Oh, Josh Byrne almost had a buzzer beater, but Brampton's going to get a penalty at the end of that second period. Bit of a hack and slash 200 feet away. But my goodness, what a chance there for Josh Byrne.
Briola was taking a beating on that one, Mark. That's for sure.
Well, that's where we sit through two. It is 11-3 Chiefs, and they're going to have a power play going into the third period. Again, when you look at the lineup sheet, it looks like this. The top point getter for Six Nations. How about Shane Jackson? Under the radar.
He's been under the radar all season.
1 goal, 4 assists, 5 points. 3 points each for Ryan Smith, obviously, with the hat trick. Josh Byrne with 3 helpers. Ian McKay with 2 goals, 1 assist. How about Dane Smith? 1 goal, 3 assists. Bowie Horseman with 3 assists for Brampton. So it's spread out a little bit more, but the main players are being the main players in this game.
And again, we're scoreboard watching here on Six Nations, the Arrows and Peterborough Junior Lakers, and that Ontario Junior Lacrosse League first round playoff game, game number 2, I believe. And it's a 5-5 tie after 40 minutes in the borough.
Interesting.
So that last 20 minutes is going to be a good one. And of course, you can watch both games here on YouTube. You can split the screen. You can watch us live here, and you can watch the Ontario Junior Lacrosse League YouTube page. My good buddy Gary Morrison, who had a night off last Tuesday, and it was nice to hear his feedback on what we do. We bounce ideas off each other throughout the week after our games and during our games. And
nights off? What's that?
Yeah, it's exactly. But a really good friend and my streaming or broadcasting guru. Let's look at some questions.
All right, you can go ahead.
Anyone know if Longboat is playing anywhere this summer? Travis Longboat, I don't believe, is playing. He's nursing an injury. I think that he sustained during the NLL season, so he's taken the summer off to rest up. That's what I've heard. So thanks for that question. Mark, favorite potato chip flavor?
Potato chip? Oh, sour cream and onion.
Oh, man.
No issue there. Sour cream and onion, preferably Ruffles, but I can go for a nice Lay's. But, yeah, sour cream and onion all day.
You know what? Those Ruffles, sour cream and onion, I had those over the weekend when we were on the at home. And they were fantastic. It's one that I wouldn't necessarily pick, but man, it was good.
Honestly, I do a lot of road trips, so whether it's traveling down here from Guelph or Waterloo region, whether it's myself going up to Timmins to go see the family up there, it's an 8-hour trip.
I'm a dill pickle guy.
Always a bag of sour cream and onion Ruffles with me along the way.
I'm a dill pickle guy, or my ultimate favorite, Miss Vicky's dill pickle and jalapeno.
See, that's not bad. All dressed as well is pretty underrated.
I'm a good all dressed. But the Miss Vicky's that hot dill pickle, that's my favorite. How does the league make sure that every team is competitive and has a fair chance at winning? A great question.
I don't think the league has anything to do with that.
The league has nothing to do with it, to be honest. It's a GM thing. It's a team thing. And you know what? MSL does a great job of there are a lot of rules out there in the policies. But MSL, you know what? It's there. This is an amateur league. And I know some people say it isn't, but it is. At the end of the day, it's an amateur league, and there are rules to keep things not fair and square. It all depends on if you're able to recruit players to come. I think that's what it comes down to. It's like a lot of sports. IBL is another great example of that. But favorite college hockey and lacrosse teams. Also, thoughts on the band Helix. Love Helix. Love those bands. College hockey? College hockey, I'm a little partial to Michigan State only because that was the school that was looking at me.
You're Michigan State.
But I'll keep a tab. I'll keep tabs on them.
I can leave right now.
You're Michigan? I do like Michigan too.
I'm not even a Michigan guy. But I don't know. There's just something about Michigan State. I'm not exactly for them.
I don't know. Just because that was one of those teams that was looking at me back in the day. So I guess
Buckeyes, baby, Buckeyes.
Yeah, that's
Ohio
not bad.
State.
There's so many D1 teams out there though now.
There are.
I always kind of joke.
And
I
the
was
divisions
like,
have been rejigged quite a few times.
Yeah. But you know what? Penn State. I know that's an easy one.
Penn State's hockey team's looking dangerous. Gavin McKenna.
Oh, my gosh. Talk about loaded. But honestly, I really like watching Hockey East. I watch a lot of, like in the winter, I'll opt to watch a lot of Hockey East. Boston College. I enjoy watching them. I love watching the Beanpot, actually.
Watch some BU in there?
Yeah. But lacrosse, you know what? I'm going to go Syracuse just just because so many of our players have gone through that system. So I'm gonna go the Syracuse Orange for my favorite lacrosse team.
Okay.
You?
In terms of I don't really have a team in lacrosse when it comes to NCAA, to be honest with you. It kind of allows me to be a little bit more impartial.
Yeah, and again, I'm kind of the same way. That's the journalist in me.
And I'm also one of those guys, too, where I see a lot of these kids grow up and they'll go to the NCAA ranks. And I'll cheer more for the players that I get to interview and talk with and get to know more than the actual team that they're playing for.
That's the way I either go with the goalie matchup or guys that I've interviewed or interacted with over
it's even like the NHL, too.
Career.
I mean, I'm going to be a Leafs fan forever. I'm going to bleed blue and white till the day I die. But, I'm still going to cheer for the guys that are going through the system, say with the Guelph Storm or the Sudbury Wolves that I'm covering, and, getting to talk with those guys on an individual basis. And I'll celebrate their victories, too. In fact, third-string goaltender for the Florida Panthers this year is a guy I've known since he was 16 years of age, Evan Cormier.
Yeah.
Saw him lift the Stanley Cup a few weeks back, so congratulations to him. And it's stories like that I enjoy more than the actual team aspect of it.
Yeah, I agree with you. And for me, hockey-wise, I'm a Sabres fan, but I'm also, don't rip me on that one, but I also like watching it. Like I'll silently cheer for the LA Kings. At least I was with Rob Blake as the president and GM. Nelson Emerson.
Fun fact, celebrity encounter Rob Blake I had just a couple of weeks in when I was just working for City News for the first time. I think it was my second time inside the Kitchener Memorial Auditorium. Shared an elevator with him upstairs, and he was wondering where the scouts were sitting. And I had the gall to ask
Sounds like him.
I had the gall to ask him for ID, not even realizing in the back of my head, you're talking to Rob Blake, Mark.
He's a good guy. I've been privileged to shoot a couple of his Stanley Cup parties. He and his family, a really nice family. Nelson Emerson, also from Waterford, who does a lot of the player development. Scott Rex, coach out in Brantford. He's a part of the player development in LA now. So I kind of silently cheer for those guys, knowing them. But let's see, what else do we have? Lots of, you know what? I love the conversation of the chips. We've got regular Lay's chips with Frank Red Hot sauce. You know what?
Really?
I might try that. I'm a dipper. I like to dip.
I love Frank's. I mean, I have it on my eggs every morning, but I've never had it on chips. Might have to try that.
Leo Sturris, anybody know what's going on with him? Not really sure where he is. I think he might be playing Senior B. I think. I'm not certain for sure, because I follow mainly this league. I really don't follow the other leagues all that much, but I think he does play Senior B. But thanks again for all your questions. Love doing this in the intermission, so let's keep this up, and again, we'll be doing Six Nations Riverman playoff games when the playoffs begin in
Actually, speaking of which, there was a question up in the chat wondering if we're doing the playoff games.
Oh, yes. If I had it my way, we would be doing every game. But you know what?
Are you saying you want it that way?
I want every game online.
Tell me why, Darryl. Tell me why.
Need some sponsors. That's how we're gonna get this done. But playoffs, I could see us doing the playoffs. I can't see myself sitting back and not doing it. But
I'll be here.
I would love to. I want to do it. So
I'll be here as well, as long as my schedule works. A lot of different teams and some playoffs to work with, and I'm obviously getting pegged to cover some OUA football coming up in the fall as well. So that's also going to be part of the schedule that I'm juggling.
Good question. How important are face-offs? Very. It's all about possession. This is a game of possession. You want possession of the ball, and if you can win the battle in the face-off dot, that's extra possessions for you. A great example, the Senior B game the other weekend that we did. Aiden Fern, who plays for the Rivermen, he's also played a couple of games for the Chiefs this year. He was 100% in a game against Innismore. 100%. So that means the Rivermen got possession of the ball every time there was a face-off.
Another case in point, Peterborough Six Nations back last week. I believe Peterborough won 17 of 20 draws.
Yes.
There's a shot, sharp angle, and that one's going to go right toward the bench, and it'll stay in play.
And I think that's another one of those facets of the Chiefs games that they're going to shore up come playoff time.
Just underway here in this third period. Brampton down by a lot. It's 11-3, Six Nations.
Lacrosse is a funny game, though, my friend.
Yes, it is.
Just look at that game on Thursday. Peterborough was up 7-1, and then you blink, Chiefs were back in.
Here's Jacob Janke holding on to it. Doesn't have much of a lane going toward the goal. He's just going to throw it in, and Chiefs will get the ball back here. They are on the power play. There was a power play. There was a penalty called at the end of the second period. Well, in fact, a few seconds before the second period was over. And the delayed call just ended up going towards the horn, and Six Nations started the third on the power play. Good recovery on the near side. That was Ian McKay and Josh Byrne just keeping it on the right side of the line.
50-50 table immediately. 0-0-5-0-7-1-5-7.
Did you win the 50-50, Darryl?
No. Didn't get a ticket. I should start. Am I allowed?
71-57.
Noise being made by the Six Nations Chiefs as the penalty expires, and there's going to be a cross-checking penalty coming. So just as the penalty expires against Brampton, it'll be Six Nations going to the box, and it's Latrell Harris getting called here for cross-checking.
And one thing that you don't want to happen in an 11-3 game, you don't want things to boil over or get out of hand. You want to, it's almost, you want to survive and get out of the game. Get out of the game unscathed. You know what I'm saying, Mark?
Mm-hmm. Finley Thompson got it over. Ward back over. Here's Finley. Shot. Oh, it's kicked away by Ducky. And Tyson Bell's just going to move it up the floor and kill off some time. Again, Six Nations 11, the Excelsiors 3. Six Nations scoring 7 times in that second period. There's a shot stopped by O'Toole. Rebound scooped up here by Brampton. They'll move up the floor. Callum Witter is sprung ahead. And Brampton will look to set up here on the power play. Tyson for Triolo. Tyson back over. Thompson. Near side. Inside shot stopped by Dougie.
Doug's been sharp time. Both goaltenders have been really sharp this evening. The goaltending in MSL, no weak links.
Well, case in point, I mean, again, not to beat a dead horse, but
that's great defense right there.
That's great defense. You think about the performance of Nick Rose last week.
Oh, man, he was fantastic. He was lights out.
Oh, the goaltending here is sublime here in Major Series Lacrosse. And
it was a rare night, actually, on Thursday. Dougie had the start. He ended up getting pulled in favor of Warren.
Shot, stop, rebound, another save by Dougie.
So this is a big game for Dougie to get back into that groove. You know what I'm saying?
That one misses. Grabbed there by Jordan Medeiros, and he gets taken down by Latrell Harris. Penalty's going to be called here, and Latrell is just mauling Medeiros. He'll take possession of the ball, both officials with their hand up, and there's going to be a holding call coming here, and it's going to be Latrell Harris.
It's Latrell's second penalty of the period so far, I believe.
Yes,
Just got out. And again, you want to be unscathed in the form of the rough house, the rough stuff, and injuries, but you also want to keep it clean. You want a clean slate here. You want to get out of this one and try and not create any bad habits.
That one's deflected. Got it over. Shot stopped by Dougie.
We've got Wegmans blue corn chips with buffalo chicken wing dip.
Let me tell you, when the dollar was actually tolerable going across the border, Wegmans was my first stop.
Oh my gosh, yes.
All the time.
And back in the day, I used to live in the Niagara area, so back in the day when I went to school and just out of school,
Yeah, go to Niagara Falls, New York. Just go to Wegmans there.
Oh my gosh,
Do
yes.
a load of groceries, spend a couple hundred, and just you're good for a couple of weeks.
Yeah. Now let's go to Costco.
I mean, Costco is great and all,
Not Wegmans.
but there's the stuff that's available on this side of the border is not available, and vice versa. So, Wegmans is the place to go to get some stuff that you can't get here in Canada. Like a cold one from Stone Cold Steve Austin, let me tell you. Maybe that Broken Skull Ranch. The American loggers over there. Moving through is Kellen LeClaire. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Ryan Smith, 5 to go. He's just going to hold on to this one. Sharp angle shot, and it is going to be underneath O'Toole. He had to be careful there.
It's the waster, as you'd say, just to try to get the shot off as the shot clock's winding down, and Smith with the waster, and he almost got it by O'Toole on that one.
Brampton got it over. There's a shot. That one missed. There we go. That one off the iron. That one from Coltrane Tyson. He comes close. Now over. There's a shot. That one is stopped by O'Toole. As right out of the penalty box was Latrell Harris.
Latrell, he's such an athlete. He had that sprint from the penalty box.
Yankee finds Matthews. To the far side. Yankee again. Taking a look, takes the shot, tries the one-hopper, and it'll be recovered here by Six Nations. Basket grab there from Martin. Holds on to it. Martin in transition finds his man. That's Tim Edwards. He'll just go off for a change. Leaves it there for Martin. He goes off for a change as well.
Just veteran defense right there. Get into transition and let the guys that are known for their offense to get on the floor.
There's a shot from Dane Smith on the sharp side and held on to there by Connor O'Toole.
You're also trying not to expand that energy, you know. Even though you're able to get into transition and those scoring opportunities, you're also trying to not run out of gas.
Well, Six Nations not in action again until 8 days from now. A special Wednesday game coming up to next week. That'll be the regular season home finale for the Chiefs. When Brooklyn comes to town, that'll be an 8 o'clock start. And then into Oakville on the 28th of July to end the regular season.
It was funny. I asked why the Tuesday or the Wednesday game, and I guess BLC has a golf tournament on the Tuesday, so they requested.
We'll let them golf. Why not?
Yeah.
Make some money for the team.
Exactly. Yeah. Well, their organization's hosting a President's Cup, so the Brooklyn Merchants, of course, hosting the Prezi this year.
23rd against Brooklyn Lacrosse Club, 8 p.m. next Wednesday night is your Six Nations Chiefs next home game.
Triolo lost it, got it right back. Janke with a shot, that one missed. Scooped up there by Thompson. Finds his man in the flat, that's Ty Logan. Dane Smith holding on to it. Fresh off the bench there is Randy Stotts. Back to Dane. Dane back in. Randy to Dane. Inside, there's a shot as Burning comes close. And now up the floor. Here comes Brampton. This is Van Scheppen. Saved by Dougie Jameson.
Nice save. Great transition by Van Scheppen.
Grab there. Larson Sundown finds Dane. Dane turns around, tries to find Ryan Smith. He does. Back to Dane. Dane inside trying to find Larson Sundown with the quick stick on the near side, but just couldn't hit pay dirt there. Approaching 10 minutes here in this third period. Six Nations still with an 11-3 lead. Still no goal scoring here in this third period.
Fortino nachos. Fortino's better than a hit up Wegman instead of Wegmans. That's just a Canadian version.
There's a shot, scores! Caden Merritt goes 5-hole on Dougie Jamieson, make it 11-4. First goal of this third period, scored 10 minutes and 15 seconds in.
Wow, they put a little salsa on that shot, talking about nachos. That's just a nice skip shot that gets by Dougie. And the Brampton Excelsiors with one up here in the third period. 9:45 remains, so 11-4.
So Caden Merritt on the board.
And again, lacrosse is a funny game. You get on a roll.
And that'll be Merritt. I believe that's his first goal of the season. Yes, indeed. First goal of the season in his first game of the season, from what I'm seeing here. So Finley Thompson and Eric Ward will draw the assists. And Six Nations looking to respond. Over to the far side, shot by Birding, stopped. And now some pushing and shoving, and the hand's going to go up as Birding got tangled up there with Ruff. Meantime, the other way was Josh Medeiros with an opportunity. Delayed call on the floor.
Burning's going to get it. That contact with the goaltender. A little extra sauce on that.
Josh Medeiros tried to find his man down low. That's Horseman. Horseman, the ball came loose, but the horn's going to go. Shot clock violation, and there goes Burning into the penalty box.
Gary, one of our viewers, the Excelsiors have such a rich history. I hate seeing them at 1-12. You know what, though, Gary? We've said it throughout the contest, is they may be 1-12, but they're in every game. You know what I mean? This is a young team that's building, and you got to remember they're only.
The 1-12 record isn't indicative with their gameplay.
No.
As you mentioned before, Darryl, 8 one-goal games. There's a shot that's whipped wide.
And this is a team or an organization that's had to kind of rebuild a little bit, of course, with all the drama with the Joe Norton drama over the last 5 to 6 years or whatever it was. And they're still rebuilding this team. And Dan T, Brian Beasel doing an amazing job with this Excelsiors team. They're doing a great job on the bench. They're doing a great job behind the scenes.
They're building with the youth as well, and that's exactly what you want to do. There's a shot.
Well, they've got such a great they've got great minor program. They got great junior program, junior B, junior A. You know what I mean? So they're building.
What's the old saying? Rome wasn't built in a day.
And Leo Sturris playing senior B for Allegheny Arrows. Thanks, Lane. Lane, of course, playing in that loop as well. Shout out to Lane for always tuning in. He's always chiming in. I appreciate your knowledge. Of course, son of Jay Smith, Creators Game Podcast.
That one goes in.
You know who can shoot? Lane Smith. He can shoot. Let me tell you.
I think so.
Man.
Ryan Smith getting worked over in the corner. Still trying to get this ball loose. Excellent job there by Ryan to just keep that ball into the corner as much as possible, shorthanded.
A lot of guys playing from this area in that Can-Am League. Allegheny's got a bunch of guys from Six Nations on it. They're going to be a force to be reckoned with come playoff time, the Can-Am. The race to the President's Cup in Whitby.
Up the floor it goes. Martin right in. Shot stopped by O'Toole.
It's a nice stop. No quit, no O'Toole. You know what I mean? You want to see that, and he's doing a great job so far.
He robs Ty Logan coming in one-on-one. The Excelsiors down by 7 with 6.5 to go. That goes into the corner and taken there by Doug Jamieson.
Scoreboard watching again. Andrew, thanks for the update. 9-6 Junior Lakers over the Arrows with about 6 and change to go in the third period.
Far side, Dane over, shot by Byrne. It goes just wide. And it's going to be knocked down all the way to the other side, and Chiefs will just pick up the ball here. Waiting to figure out a play is Dane Smith. And he's just going to kick it up the floor and keep that shot clock. He just missed it.
That's a fine.
Now he's got it.
That's a fine. Richie Kilgore with a big smile on his face off the bench. He's still laughing.
Oh, Dane's having fun there.
It's a fine.
Dane with it again. Loses the ball. It's in the feet. Picking it up there is Callum Witter. And it's just a good heads-up play by Dane there, too, because he's communicating with the bench, and nobody's challenging him whatsoever, just trying to figure out what the next play is. It's killing off the clock. You're not getting the shot clock started up. Do you want a player off or not? There's a shot, scores! Jacob Janke makes it 11-5.
Don't blink, my friend. We got ourselves a game. And that's just a ripper of a shot from outside, and we'll look at the replay again. As the Excelsiors move the ball well. That's just a wide open shot. He beat Dougie on that one. That was a great one.
So getting ready for the face-off here. They got to figure out the shot clock here. 4:59 to go in this third period. Brampton has another one on the board. They have 5 to work with here. It's 11-5, and they're looking for more. In shot, stopped by Dougie.
I love the no quit.
That was Reed Kurtz that came in there.
Love the no quit in this Excelsiors team, Mark. It's what you want to see.
Obviously, Ty Kurtz, Reed's brother, playing in the NLL this past season for Albany. Reed himself a draft pick.
We got Chris chiming in. The game he's waiting for in the President's Cup. Rivermen versus Allegheny Arrows. The battle of the Smiths. Jay Smith, of course. The GM of the Rivermen, and Elaine, one of the leading, I think he's the leading scorer. Lane, are you the leading scorer? The Arrows? I think you are.
There's a shot from a sharp angle, a submarine delivery there from Finley Thompson. It's saved by Doug Jamieson.
That'll be a fun game.
Should mention Reed, also member of Ottawa last season too.
Just talking about the President's Cup, that's just a grind. That's just that round robin format, and each team having to play 2 games in one day.
Peeling away from danger there was Dane Smith. In for Ryan Smith. That one's off the goaltender. Fresh shot clock here.
Great loose ball effort by the Chiefs.
Under 3 minutes to go. Randy Stotts got it over, trying to find Josh Byrne. It goes into the corner. Now in behind the goal, and it's going to be Brampton ball. .235 to go in this one.
Lane chimed in, see if my old dad could tie it up at 1-1. Of course, Allegheny got the better of the Rivermen last year.
Cree up the floor. Well, Six Nations going to improve to 14-2 on the season as they are slowing the pace down a bit here on this possession. Jackson.
The one thing that I really like about the Chiefs in this third period, they're not picking up any bad habits. They're putting the floor, they're moving the ball around. They're playing a little bit conservatively, but they're not doing anything out of the ordinary.
Well, they can take that into their next home game again. That is next Wednesday with BLC, the Brooklyn Lacrosse Club, in town. It'll be an 8 o'clock start here at the ILA. We'll have it for you here on the Darryl Start Smart Media Network. Picked up here by Ian McKay. McKay up the floor in no hurry whatsoever.
And of course, if the playoffs started today, the Chiefs would be playing the Owen Sound North Stars in one semifinal and Peterborough Lakers and BLC in the other. That would be a great semifinal.
If Owen Sound makes the playoffs, how do you not make Jackson Webster the MVP? That is a team that struggled mightily a season ago and now find themselves in a playoff position. Scores! Neil Adamson makes it 11-6.
Let's take a look at the replay on this. And again, all about transition in this game. Both teams running the ball really well. That's just a nice little, what looked to be an outlet pass, kind of errant, but bounced into the stick here and tucked her home by Dougie. And we're at 11-6 with 49 to go.
So keep in mind, Six Nations with 2 points on the victory here tonight. They would go up to 28 points. They have 2 games remaining. Peterborough has 4 games remaining following tonight. And so basically, Six Nations would have to lose out the final 2 games, and Peterborough would have to win all 4 of their final matchups in order for them to claim first place.
So the Chiefs might need a little bit of help to get that first seed.
All they need is 1 more win after tonight, or even a point.
Got to take care of business.
Inside shot, looking for the stick side, and good job there by Tim Edwards on defense.
I really like how Brampton has just not given in. A great third period by them, and this is going to go a long way for this club.
Backhand shot there. Good shot attempt there from Finley Thompson. And that is going to do it. The Six Nations Chiefs will take this one 11-6, the final, and improve to 14-2 on the season. Brampton will fall to 1-13 with 4 games to go in their season. But Six Nations, again, already wrapping up a playoff spot. The only thing to decide is whether or not they get first place. And it seems all but decided because, again, they would need to lose out and Peterborough would need to win out in order for Peterborough to claim top spot via the tiebreaker. But the Six Nations Chiefs, for now, they can rest on their laurels for the next 8 days before they have to take action again here at home.
On a Wednesday night.
On a Wednesday night.
Wednesday night. What are you going to do? Oh, Tuesday night. Tuesday night free for this guy. Not for you.
No. Nope, my schedule's packed. I got IBL baseball on Tuesday night, so I will still be on the air somewhere.
So takeaways from this one, Mark. What do you think? What did you think of the Brampton Excelsiors tonight?
I thought they were mighty. I thought they were feisty.
Yep.
But Six Nations, you score the 3 goals early on in that first period. You know, it's 4-1 after 1, and you think it's close, and then Six Nations riddles off 4 goals in the actually, I should say 5 goals in the first 8 minutes of the second period to really just take control of this one. Brampton would come back with a couple of goals here and there, but Brampton would score 3 goals in this third period. They never had a run until that third period where they scored 3 in a row. So for Six Nations, I really feel like it was, again, swallow up defense, and I really think that meeting that they had before the game really helped matters.
I agree with you. Their defense was rock solid tonight, and it all started with that, and then into the transition game. I think that something that they got away from, and it was nice to see them get back into that running game that they need to do, I think, to get teams defenses on their heels.
Well, once again, the final score, 11-6 here for the Six Nations Chiefs over the Brampton Excelsiors. Top scorers on the night. You are looking no further than Ryan Smith for the Six Nations Chiefs. Make it goals.
Shocker.
Goals, and more goals. He's up to 36 on the season. And you look further on the box score, which seems to elude me at this point in time. Thank you, Internet. But there we go. Ian McKay with 3 points. Shane Jackson, 5 points. Dane Smith, 4 points, a goal and 3 assists. Ian McKay with 2 goals in that one, by the way. Spread out offense for Brampton. Bowie Horseman with 4 assists in the game. He leads the Excelsiors in the point category on tonight's game. Well, once again, the Six Nations Chiefs improved to 14-2 on the year. They'll be in action next Wednesday night, 8 o'clock, against the Brooklyn Lacrosse Club. Darryl and I will be back for that one. But until then, we say so long from the ILA. We will see you back here next Wednesday night.
Thanks for watching, everyone.